Yo, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're gonna be checking out Arise crossover. It just released for beta, as you can see on the bottom left over there. And this is one of the few games where I think the VFX outmatch any other game. Now, if we're talking about Anime Champion Simulator or any other game, the VFX in this game are 50 times better. It's just amazing. The traversal is really clean, really good. I really like how there's different islands that you can travel to with your mounts. It just makes the game that much more fun. Now, let's start off with what you use your cash for and your tickets for. If you don't know what tickets are, it's basically the gold stuff right over here that you can get from raids and portals around the map. Okay, so look, the way you do it is pretty simple. You can go ahead to the shop, click ticket shop, and right here you can spend your tickets whether on game passes or you can do it on currency, whatever you want. Okay, now another thing is obviously going to be weapons. Now weapons, you get it from people around the island. Now the way you traverse the islands are from these things, which is mounts. Basically you get them from just finding them around the map again, or just getting them from the AFK chamber that was recently made available. Over here you can set your spawn point, but over here on the right you can go ahead and of course get a weapon. Now the weapons do cost a lot of cash, and if you want to know how to get consistent cash, I would just go ahead and keep defeating enemies over and over again. That's why there's something called auto arise, auto click, to help you a little bit on that department. Now over here there's a skull, over there there's a soul leveling emblem, and over here there's a grass Naruto village. So what you gotta do is basically pretty simple. What you have to do is make sure that you go ahead to each island and go ahead and get stronger in each island and move on to the next one. Now in each island there's a boss that you can go obviously and fight, and you can obviously do other stuff, find portals that you can go into to of course obtain unique shadows, and of course unique rewards like tickets and such, which I think is probably the best one. Now this is a rank E dungeon, which for me I feel like I should be strong enough to defeat it with just two of my level 50 companions. So I'm gonna go ahead and just create one. And if you see right here, there's something called dungeons items. Now over here, if you get a dungeon item, you can equip it or use it, and you will go ahead and get a buff in that dungeon, like drops and such. So right here we have a new teammate we can promote. I don't know what that really does. I probably just think that it just means that you're going to be able to make him the leader of this dungeon raid, and obviously if you want to do that you can in comparison. But this guy seems to be, you know, decently strong, but we're gonna go ahead and get right into it and see how strong this really is. Yeah, so you can destroy the people in the dungeon for gems, which is pretty damn cool. I'll tell you what gems does after we're done with this raid, so don't be discouraged. Okay guys, we should be okay though. We should still be able to kill her pretty quickly. There you go. And we do get decent amount of cash. We'll at least be able to buy a sword after this, which is pretty nice. Now we need to defeat 11 enemies in 14 minutes, I think. Now for an E rank dungeon, mind you, that is the lowest of the low, the easiest dungeon you can possibly do. As you see, it's still quite difficult. Now as you see right now, we're gonna have to fight Door, which is Pain, and Pain is really strong. His health is very high. For an E rank dungeon, this is pretty much impossible unless you have yourself very strong units. Yeah, as you see, even my teammate right here is saying that is a lot of health. I 100% agree. He is tanky, but we're gonna be able to do it. And right here it should be dead just about now. There you go. I'm gonna try to arise him. First try did not work, second try it worked. Let's go, man. We finally got a Pain, which is super cool. Now he is only rank E, unfortunately, but if we manage to get an S rank dungeon, everybody we get from there will be S rank, which is also pretty cool. And we seem to have gotten 3 tickets, which honestly I am not complaining. That was a successful dungeon in my eyes. So pretty much that's what dungeons do. Pretty self-explanatory. I think I explained it to the best of my abilities. Let's go ahead and equip actually our Pain. He should be big. Yeah, look at him, he's tough. He's an epic, of course. Now, although mine's logins is common, it is SS rank, which basically you can only really get them if you do an SS dungeon. and they're already level 95 just from one dungeon, which goes to show that dungeons are a great way to get levels. Even my Black Crow gained 31 levels after the dungeon. That is pretty damn cool. Now, if you wanted to know how to, obviously use your gems, which most people probably don't know what to use them for when you first start the game, the way you use gems is pretty simple. You can use it, in my opinion, the best way possible is by simply replaying the same dungeon. For example, what I mean by that is, of course, once you finish a dungeon like you just see me do right here, you can obviously just go back to the same dungeon portal. Would you like to have a key? And that key you will obviously use to go ahead and get yourself into the same dungeon again. But to buy the key, you can use obviously all of the currency, you can use tickets, you can use gems, so that is pretty much all there is to know about the game when you're starting off. Now, if you see it on the chat, it says a wild mount has appeared. That just simply means that around the map there will be a horse that you can go ahead and talk to go ahead and get the mount for yourself. So if you don't know where it is, just make sure you look around every area with whatever mount you have. If you don't have a mount, just make sure that you do get one before doing any searching. So I really hope you did enjoy the video. If it helped you in any way possible, please leave a like and subscribe to obviously help me make more videos on the game. And yeah, I'm really excited for this game's future. I think this game has a bright future as long as it keeps getting updated constantly. Hoping for weekly updates, but who knows. Let's see how good this game can actually be in a couple months. I'm hoping that it becomes the best game like it. And yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.